jaw-dropping attractions like the Jeddah Tower, set to be the tallest building in the world, and NEOM, a futuristic city straight out of a sci-fi movie. Imagine this: a ski resort in the desert, a cube hosting a mini-city, and a dopamine paradise where you can indulge in everything from water parks to esports stadiums. I mean, talk about pulling out all the stops. We're talking about a whopping 170 kilometers of futuristic cityscape. Why, you ask? Brace yourselves, because Saudi Arabia is aiming to lure in a cool 100 million tourists annually by 2030. And get this, they want these tourism bucks to make up at least 10% of their GDP. That's some serious cash. But hold on, it's not just about building a city. Saudi Arabia is looking to shake things up, spreading the tourism love beyond the holy city of Mecca. Sure, Mecca's got its draw for Muslim pilgrims, but Saudi Arabia wants to diversify its tourism portfolio. Mohammed bin Salman himself admits that Saudi Arabia is hooked on oil. At Vision 2030, it's the antidote they're betting on. Diversifying the economy isn't just about growth, it's about national security. Enter the private sector, Saudi Arabia's golden ticket to financial independence. They're rolling out the red carpet for businesses, whether it's encouraging women to join the workforce, wooing foreign investors, or just splashing cash left, right, and center. But here's where it gets tricky. When money's no object, how do you know what's actually working? Throw enough cash at anything and it's bound to look profitable. And let's not forget, all this money ultimately traces back to those oil reserves. Enter the Public Investment Fund, Saudi Arabia's Hail Mary pass. With over $700 billion in assets, this behemoth of a fund is their ticket out of the oil rut. It's a mixed bag, investing in everything from Uber to Nintendo, and it's inching closer to that $1 trillion mark. But here's the real challenge: fiscal wizardry. It's not just about throwing money around, it's about making it count. And with the Crown Prince at the helm, Saudi Arabia is banking on more than just fiscal responsibility, they're banking on magic. Mohammed bin Salman, or MBS as he's often called, is pulling out all the stops to wean Saudi Arabia off its oil dependency. And one of his biggest weapons in this fight? The Public Investment Fund, or PIF for short. And what do they do with all this cash? Well, they're investing in the future, my friends. Infrastructure, healthcare, education, you name it. The goal? To create a more diversified and resilient economy. One that's not so dang reliant on black gold. But here's where it gets interesting. The Saudi royal family isn't just sitting on their hands. Oh no. They're flexing their financial muscles on a global scale. From tech giants to video game companies, from electric vehicles to travel. You name it, they've got their fingers in the pie. Saudi Arabia is sitting pretty on a sea of oil, but instead of clinging to the old ways, they're looking towards a bold new future. How? By shaking up the social contract. In the past, it was simple: obedience in exchange for oil money. But now, they're rewriting the rules. They're talking about cool ski resorts, the World Cup, and yes, even video games. Talk about a modern twist. And who's leading the charge? Well, it's the young guns. 2/3 of Saudis are under 35, hungry for adventure and excitement. So, Saudi Arabia is rolling out the red carpet for them, with new freedoms like women driving and theaters popping up. But here's the kicker. It's not just about having a good time, it's about getting to work. You see, Saudi Arabia's got a workforce problem. Too many folks lounging in cushy government jobs, not enough skilled workers driving the economy forward. So what's the plan? It's all about upskilling, baby. They're pumping billions into industries like AI, EVs, and petrochemicals, hoping to spark innovation and create a nation of high achievers. But here's the catch. They need a way to measure success. Back in East Asia, exports were the yardstick, but for Saudi Arabia, it's a whole new ballgame. They need to figure out how to track progress without relying on oil money. And that's where the gamble comes in. They're betting big on becoming a highly skilled economy by 2030. It's a bold move, but if they pull it off, it could pay off big time. Now, I know what you're thinking. What about the people? Well, that's the million-dollar question. Will this gamble trickle down to the average Saudi? Or will it be a case of all show and no dough? Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments.